Right, so we're going to go through the June update, the content preview. This is going to show us what's coming up. And it's coming in just over a week, so we haven't got to wait till the end of June. It mostly covers the Odyssey questline, the Demonic Crusade, gear dungeons, and a bit of quality of life. Okay, let's jump into the video. Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. We are back into Watcher of Realms and we've had this drop at last on the global server. Now I know when it's coming and it's not that far away. Let's be honest, it is just over a week away. The 20th of the 5th, so that is next Monday. So I presume when everything refreshes, that's when it's going to come live next Monday. That'll be the Odyssey quest. And the new Odyssey quest, the part you want to be aware of is Hero's Path. Got to completed, what's that, 17. That's got to be completed before you move on to it, okay? Now, going down, the Dolores Skin is relatively easy to get. The new legendary in it, not so easy to get. You need at least 2 rotations of the Immortal Codex to be able to get him. So that is going to be substantially further off than the Dolores Skin, but we will cover the prep work you can do for Dolores at the end of this. Okay. Demonic Crusade, we went over this yesterday. We had a whole video of it showing you what it's about and what's there, and I'll link that again at the end. And then if you want to be able to smash through this, the challenge stages are already done, or at least on the Forerunner server, if they're the same ones going forward, you'll be able to have a look at those, but I wouldn't. There you go, don't watch my video. Go and have a look at it yourself and give it a challenge. It's good fun, I enjoyed it. So there's the challenge stage as well. They're the new demon soldiers you can earn when you do legendary mode. No, not legendary, nightmare mode, then hard mode, and then elite. So they're different modes, you get different ones. But that's all explained in the video previously. New map mechanics, they're quite good fun. So the powder kegs, you hit the powder keg, everything else blows up around it. Molten lava, as you run across it, you take damage. Bulwark is they've got little pillars across to stop your demon soldiers going across it. They have to attack this, and as it takes damage, then you can cross it afterwards. We go on to the gear dungeon. There is a new enemy, Frenzied Blood Mistress. We haven't done anything on this. We need to do some videos on this. Let's see what we can get out beforehand. The important bit to note about this is the changes to the keys. Okay, so there'll be an extended period with 2 different dungeons unlocked concurrently. The content of the gear stages will be updated regularly, which is nice. Different gear dungeons require different dungeon keys. To challenge upon each opening of the gear dungeon, commanders will be able to take 100 corresponding dungeon keys to each dungeon. So instead of having 150 keys, we now get 200, but it's only 100 per dungeon. Then you can obtain special master keys throughout gear dungeons 1, 2 and 3 for challenges in gear dungeon. So there's a master key which opens either of them, but you can only get the master keys used after the dungeon keys have been depleted. So when you've used 100 there and 100 there, then they start showing up in gear raids 1, 2 and 3. However, I think they're also available in the sign-in. So when you sign in for like 25 days, you also get, I think, some master keys there as well. Bear that in mind. Rewards for the Dean shop will be refreshed each time the gear dungeon opens. Commanders' remaining dungeon crystals can be carried over to redeem value rewards in Vacant gear, ancient mythic gear, and the new forged materials in future dungeons. So we already know all that. Other important updates, some of these are good. Guild boss chests from nightmare difficulty and above will no longer include common rewards such as insignias, rare skill crystals, but they have a higher chance to grant legendary skill crystals and other valuable items. And there's the gear plan. Commanders can customize and save any gear plan with a unique name and select it from the save plans to equip with a single tap. Right, so that's it done out of the way. Now the bit we are going to go in today for probably the last time before it goes live is this, the Odyssey quest. I've done a few things on it, and then there's still a bit of prep you can do. So what I've done now is I've taken the spreadsheet down, I've changed it around a bit, and by the time you watch this it will be live and open again. But essentially what it is we've just put a shopping list up there. So we know what to get and what to look after and sort of things you can prep yourself so you can get from starting to to the Dolores Skin as quickly as possible, maybe a bit further, but like I say, at least on the Forerunner one, by the time you get round, there's a point where you need 5 boss attempts on Immortal Codex, so that takes 2 cycles, but bear in mind you need to look for that coming up so we can prep for it. Right, the spreadsheet is much the same. Across the top we've got a quick Odyssey update video, and then we've got the hero, legendary hero Init. We've got a video on him, and then by the time that this goes live, I'll put the link to prep video there, and that's that done. The far left hand side is the number of the quest. Next to that is the Odyssey quest, so the actual quest you have to do. Have a look through that. There's the rewards, there's the amount that you get for the rewards. There's some tips or questions. It was just stuff I wrote down. I did it on campaign 1, normal 1, 2, that sort of stuff. And then there's retroactive quests there, so what was already ticked off. Now, beside it, we've got a list of the total rewards. That still remains the same. However, on the far right hand side now, I've just put up a shopping list of things you can get done in the next week. There's a little checklist there that you can just sort of tick off anything that you've got done, and then that way you'll know if you're prepped for it. Although I probably should have sorted out the format in a touch, it goes a bit far. Still, never mind. And that is essentially it. So what do we need? You need to make sure that you've done gear raids 1, 2 and 3 up to stage 18 ideally. Now it starts with gear raid 1 at level 14 and 2 and 3 at 12, but then progresses on. So if you've only done 11 or 12, then you'll get some way into it, but ideally you want to get 18 done. By the end of it, you'll need to get all the way up to 19 done, but the initial part, before it starts getting more drawn out, then 18 is fine. Artifact material raid up to stage 16, 18 eventually, but 16 to get it done. Now, another bit you want to make sure you've got done: faction trials. We need the Piercers done, we need the Northerners done, and we need them done up to stage 9. And I've double printed it there, so I'll get rid of that. Once that's done up to 9, that's you good to go. I think it starts much earlier than that. I think it starts at 6, but it will tail up to 9. If you've got 9 of both of those done, that's fine. And then it's got the cold test and infernal. You'll need those done up to 5. If they're done up there, then that's good to go to the end. Now, a campaign. There are bits of the campaign you need to have done, and these are retroactive. So if you've got them done beforehand, you don't have to worry about it. So normal 9-7 up to 9-7, and those quests up to and including that one will all be ticked off. Hard 8-14, get that done, same thing, retroactive, all the ones before it. And then there's expert 6-1 as well. I think there's the only one expert quest, and it is that to have 6-1 done. Then Tide up to and including stage 110. I think you have to go on further to get the whole thing done, but like this will take you up just past Dolores Skin, and then it starts to get a bit harder. Now, if you're summoning this weekend, keep hold of your epics, because there is a quest where you need to dismiss 5 epics. Don't dismiss them now, keep hold of them. When the quest comes along, boom, 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 you can dismiss them and you can get that tick in the box. And that's the same goes with Demon Soldier upgrade. You've got to upgrade 1 Demon Soldier. It doesn't say what rank or anything like that, it's just upgrade 1. For the next one you get, just make sure you keep hold of it so you can upgrade it. I've also put down here a gold bonus up. You can sort of tick that off straight away if you want, but essentially you do need to get a lot of gold. You'll need to upgrade a lot of gear. So there's quests in there such as upgrade something to level 8 without any failed attempts. And then there's an upgrade to level 10, I think, without any failed attempts. It takes a fair amount of gold. So if you've got a gold bonus available, get that. And there's also a quest, earn 2 million gold or something like that. So you can half your time if you're going to do that. Also, with the acquiring the amount of gold, I sold items and that accrued it. I got it as rewards, that accrued it. So if you've got little things, quest rewards or anything like that, that are going to pass over and not be gone until this goes live or you're at that quest, then have a little think ahead. The other thing is you've got to forge 50 artifacts. And if you've got rid of all your things, then you have to go back in there and farm it up. Now, there's not a level on this or a rarity, so you can do epics, that's not an issue. But if you've got the items there and you're just waiting to forge stuff up, or within the next week, if there's an AMR trial going on, Oracle's trial, then maybe you want to think about keeping some of your stuff. Guild coins, 600. There is a quest in there that says buy some stuff from the guild shop. I think it's 10 times or something like that, but essentially you can buy guild gold, or you can buy gold for guild coins, and they're 60 a go. So if you bought all 10, that'd be 600 guild coins. So if you just keep those on the back burner, that way you are good to go for when this goes live. And then there is own 50 enhanced artifact. You don't have to do this at the time. Again, that's retroactive. So if you've got 50 enhanced ones, all good to go. Now, I don't know if that's total levels or not. Mine ticked off straight away. And then there is enhance 150 pieces of gear successfully. But you should have a lot of gear, because I believe before that there is quests like get to ancient artifacts, and that just can take you ages. But the easiest way to do it, or the cheapest way I suppose, is to level your gear up to 4, because that's guaranteed. Anything after that, it can fail, and that does stipulate successfully, not just attempt to enhance your gear, you've got to do it successfully. So everything up to 4 would be your cheapest way, but if you've got gear that you're going to level up to 16 anyway, just smash it off and take the hit. No great shakes. Also, you may want to stockpile stamina. A couple of the quests are, for example, get 2 ancient pieces, and there's another one, get 5 ancient pieces. At the moment, or at least on the Forerunner server, it was gear rate 2, which is an absolute winner, because that's the place you want to find your ancients, but it is what it is. So you might want to stockpile some stamina if you want to blitz through this as quickly as possible. Now, the 5 ancients, I believe, is at quest 59-ish. So it's already past the Dolores Skin, if that's all you're interested in. If you're trying to push on as far as you can before the Immortal Codex time gate event, then you know you're going to need your stamina. So just bear in mind you're going to need that. So by the time this is done, you're watching this will all be live. Now, if you want a copy of this, don't worry about coming up here and then putting in a request for an editor, because that gets a no. But you can go to file and go make a copy, and it's yours. You can do what you like with it then. You can change anything you want on it. You can remove the links to the videos or anything you want, but you can swap it around to your heart's content. So feel free to make a copy of it. I don't mind at all. It was there to help out everyone else. And that's about it, really. I think that's pretty much it covered. Yeah, so your shopping list is just over towards the right. Little tick off there to make sure you ticked it off. I'll try and sort that out in a minute as well as deleting those little bits I've made a mistake on. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. It does take me a little while to do this. If you could leave me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, all that sort of good stuff, that would help me out tremendously. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you on the video tomorrow. If there's anything else you're curious about prepping for this or any of the other events, just give me a shout or leave them in the comments below. Happy to try and help out where I can. Right, I'll see you all in the video again tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time. Happy gaming. Cheers. Goodbye.